The Philadelphia Eagles hit what the franchise hopes is rock bottom in 2020. After just 3 years being removed from winning the Super Bowl, the franchise traded quarterback Carson Wentz and ultimately fired head coach Doug Peterson. Last year, they finished 4-11-1, just a nightmare of a season. They were 3-4-1 at home. They were 1-7 on the road, 2-4 within the division, and offensively ranked tied for 24th, putting up 334.6 yards per game, and defensively were 19th, giving up 363.1. Here's the thing, when it comes to 2021, it's nowhere to go but up, right? Well, new head coach Nick Sirianni and starting quarterback Jalen Hurts certainly hope so. Before the 2021 NFL draft rolled around, the Philadelphia Eagles traded with the Dolphins to go from number 6 to number 12. Then on draft day, they traded up with the rival Cowboys at 10 to jump the New York Giants and secure Heisman Trophy winner Devonta Smith. They took Smith's teammate Landon Dickerson, a center, in round 2. And the third round, they went defense with Milton Williams out of Louisiana Tech. And in round 4, they drafted a cornerback out of Texas Tech, Zach McPherson. Of course, the biggest move of the offseason was trading away former franchise quarterback Carson Wentz to the Indianapolis Colts. It was time and the right thing to do. The Eagles also released wide receivers Alshon Jeffrey and Deshaun Jackson and defensive tackle Malik Jackson. Now, Philly did make some impressive additions during the offseason. They added veteran defensive end Ryan Kerrigan to a 1-year, $2.5 million deal. They also signed former Minnesota Vikings safety Anthony Harris and linebacker Eric Wilson. Furthermore, Philly acquired 2 veteran quarterbacks in Joe Flacco and Nick Mullins. Their strength of schedule ranks 32nd in the NFL. It's literally the easiest schedule in football. Some of their notable games: Week 4 at Kansas City, Week 6 at Tampa Bay, and Week 11 versus New Orleans. As for key players, the Eagles' offense this season rides on how Jalen Hurts performs and whether or not he can be a franchise-type quarterback that they hope. He demonstrated the ability to run well and showed promise in the passing game, but completed just 52% of his throws, which will need to be improved if he wants to stay as the Eagles quarterback. Miles Sanders rushed for 867 yards despite missing 4 games. A 1,000-yard season is on the horizon. Last year's offensive line was ravaged by injury to the point where the Eagles used an NFL record 14 different starting combinations in 16 games. 3-time All-Pro center Jason Kelce remains the key. He was a Pro Bowler last year and is tough and smart as well as a great leader. The Eagles are hoping right tackle Lane Johnson will be free of the ankle troubles that plagued him last year, and they will need right guard Brandon Brooks to be fully recovered from the torn Achilles tendon that costed him his 2020 season. On the defensive side of the ball, tackle Fletcher Cox is coming off his 6th consecutive Pro Bowl season, a year that saw him register 6.5 sacks and a forced fumble for the 7th straight season. Cox will turn 31 in December, but he appears to still have plenty of juice as he continues to lead the unit. Last season, Philly signed Darius Slade to be a fixture at one corner, but he intercepted just 1 pass and allowed opposing QBs to complete throws 76.7% of the time. He must play better come this season. And finally, for my projections, the Eagles were able to hang around the NFC East race last season because the division was that bad. I'm not sure that'll be the case this season. So much of the success of this team relies on the shoulders of Jalen Hurts. If he is the quarterback the Eagles believe and the team can avoid injuries, maybe they will surprise some people. The defense isn't awful, but if the front 4 doesn't register a pile of sacks, Philly could be extremely vulnerable to the pass. I'm gonna go 6-11. There are depth problems all across this roster, and I just don't trust Jalen Hurts.